rolling, and I beat the system. I figured it out. This is Outside the Box Mondays. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Lisa. Shout out to all of y'all. We outside the box. Let me let you know what I'm talking about. Yes, stressful day today, was definitely busy as all hell. I spent most of trying to log. It's been something I've been dealing with since. We're gonna have to reboot this phone because I want to make sure this live stream has a good connection. I'll be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back. Don't you go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. No more, no more. And we're back. Hopefully, better than ever, better connection than we had last time. So yeah, I've been trying to get logged in since Friday, back and forth, multiple emails. I'm begging, I'm pleading, can you help me so I can log in so I can do my job? And long story, whatever. It didn't get done. Then I jump in Monday. Of course, it's Monday. I got a case of the Mondays. So of course it's on and on and on. Won't stop, can't stop. Still with this back and forth. So by the time I got into the system that I needed, and I focused my attention on this because it's critical, I need to get in there. So I couldn't get anything else done. People are waiting on me. Stuff needs to get done. I can't get it done. I'm dealing with this. Then I finally get in. Then it's like I'm backed up all day. Backed up. Can't get it done. I'm backed up. I'm gonna get yelled at pretty soon. But I made it through. I got most of my stuff done today. I was as productive as can be. But anyway, let me talk about my Out the Box Mondays. How did I beat the system? What system am I talking about? I'm talking about traffic. El tráfico. I know you're probably thinking I'm talking about something else, but no, I'm talking about traffic. But this is an example that could apply to a lot of different scenarios in life, right? Don't just get caught up in the details of this particular thing. It's just traffic. This is something that's applicable to a lot of different things in life. This is just like in school. A lot of people say a lot of stuff we learn in school, it's really useless, right? All this math stuff and whatever it is, and like, I never used it after school. People don't understand that sometimes it's not really what you think it is, right? There's definitely problems with our education system. It definitely needs to be better. Our kids are definitely not being taught all that they need to be taught, but they're being taught more than you perhaps realize, because sometimes the devil's in the details, right? When you're learning some kind of scientific theory or mathematic theory, it may not be about the theory itself. If you're one-track minded, right, and you're not really willing to open your mind and think outside the box, you might think, trigonometry is just about trigonometry. And if you graduate from school and you never use trigonometry, it was a waste of time. But what you don't realize is that when you learn trigonometry and many other things in school, you're learning how to think and how to problem solve. The same logic that you utilize for trigonometry or physics or algebra, or whatever it is, you can utilize these techniques and apply them to completely unrelated things, nothing to do with math, just life, right? How to take a set of facts, right, and process of elimination, eliminate the thing. It definitely can't be this, it definitely can't be that, right? Deductive reasoning, right? A lot of stuff you get from stuff that you learn in school and people don't realize it, right? So don't get caught up in the el tráfico. This is not a video about traffic. It's a video about thinking outside of the box and the rewards that you can get from that. So there has been this little piece of road, man. Little piece of road. I would say we're talking about 800 feet, 900 feet of road, 800, 900 feet of road. That's it, right? Not the longest stretch of road at all, right? But this little piece of road has been a pain in my butt. especially with the Miata. I had a piston leak, a brake piston leak. So constant pressure on the brake lines, bad idea. Driving like that is bad idea, but you definitely don't want to be constant pressure. Yeah, because anytime you're putting pressure on the brake lines and you've got this leak, you're basically just pushing fluid out of the wherever the leak is at, right? You want to avoid using the brakes if you got issues, right? Ideally, you don't want to be on the road at all, but that's a story for another day. But anyway, so between that and whatever else, just driving a stick shift in general, man. With a stick shift, every time we stop, I gotta clutch in, clutch out, put it in neutral. Then I gotta start off again. It's a pain in the butt. I'm not like the automatic cars. It's just brake, stop, wait, and then you just step on the gas. You can creep as slow as you want. The car's never gonna cut out on you, right? So if you're going slower and slower and slower, or you just ease off the gas, ease off, fine. If I go too slow for the gear I'm in, I gotta downshift. If I can't downshift, then that means I gotta go neutral and, kind of stop, right? So it's a pain in the butt, right? Especially with a stick shift car. In any car, it's so slow. I'm talking about, let me illustrate. The way that traffic was working on that little 800 feet section was they were letting like 1 or 2 cars, maybe 3 if you're lucky, at a time, right? I think it's about 3 lanes. You got 3 lanes of cars, right? 800 feet, I don't know, you're talking about 7 or 8 cars in each lane. So 7, 14, my math is bad. I don't know, 25 cars or something, and you're letting 2 or 3 at a time go out, and then you're like, stop, right? So that's how you get that packed up in the first place, because it's just a short piece of road. But if you're only letting out such a small amount at a time, then it's gonna quickly back up in terms of 2 guys are waiting. Let's say 3 guys are waiting there. You only let 2 go through, and then while you're waiting, another 4 guys show up. You only let 2, and every single time it's like more and more and more. So the bottom line is, you take a long ass time. It could be maybe 20, 30 minutes just for 800 feet. Come on, bro, that is ridiculous. So what's the outside the box? So I've been dealing with that for quite a while. Just been busy, got other stuff I'm focused on. And then eventually I was just like, all right, man, it's got to be a better way. This doesn't make any sense. Because as soon as you get off that strip, you get onto the main road, you're cruising. The road that takes you there, moving along. Everything is moving except for the 800 feet. So I'm like, come on. I mean, if there's traffic everywhere, I'd be more pessimistic. But with all the traffic moving everywhere, I'm like, man, there's got to be a better way. Right? So I was in an Uber, and I figured these guys drive all the time, so let me ask this guy what he thinks, if there's like a better way. I could have done the checking, and I've done this before. I'll check myself and I'll find other alternatives. He says to me, whoa, Baghdad. He says to me, whoa, holy crap, I know the road was so bad there. He says to me, so the way it starts is I get off the ferry, right? And I go a little bit south to make a U back up north onto another road. And then I hit this disaster zone, this 800-foot disaster zone to get onto a main road, right? He says to me, if you go down even further out of your way, right? Because remember, you're going down to go back up. It's a U. But he's saying if you make that U longer, so instead of cutting across the logical way, go deeper, go lower, go more south, right? Then you can cut across south, right? So that same segment that it's like an east to west section, you can do that south of where I was normally doing it on another road. away from this mess, right? And then you can come back up on another road, and then you're gonna hit that section from the other side. So that 800-foot road that you're going from the bottom to the top to the end of it, what I can do is I can cut it off from the top, right? So instead of going from the bottom of that road to the top of that road, I can cut across the top, right? And avoid it altogether. So today I tried it. Holy crap. Holy crap. So I drive down from the ferry, and then I see where I normally would turn over to go back up to hit that stupid thing. And I say, all right, let me go deeper like he said, right? Not sexual. And hold up. Gotta pay attention. And then so I continued lower instead of cutting across where I normally did. And right away I noticed there's not really any cars down here. The roads are empty. What's up with that? That's kind of interesting. So I continue cruising along with empty roads. All right, how far does this go? And then I cut across. I make the U lower down, right? Still nothing. Then I come back up the U on the other side. Still nothing. I'm like, holy crap. And then I see the hold on.
Caution, speed trap ahead.
And then I see the what do you call it? I see the actually I almost missed it because I saw something that said like I'm close to that disaster zone, aren't I? But I was coming from a different angle, so I wasn't sure where it was. But I'm like, I remember this. This is something. Then all of a sudden I looked at the map and I could see the 800 feet like all in red on the ways, so showing like bad traffic. But that's it, and it's below me. So basically, I cut across from another side, and then I didn't stop until there's a stoplight where it was only me. I was the first one at the light, and then like maybe one guy came behind me and a third guy. So there's nobody there, and this light is the light that takes me to the front of the pack, right? So remember that 800-foot stretch, right? This light is what is stopping me from getting to the front of the pack. So meaning that's it. Once it goes green, I'm good. And that's what happened. The light turned green. I was like, all right. I drove right to the front of the pack. That's the end of that disaster zone. And then made the right turn right up to the last little piece that's it's a little, I mean, that took me, I don't know, 2-3 minutes of my time, just that little top piece at the end, and then I'm on the main road and I'm done. So basically, I didn't have no drama whatsoever by going illogically further away than I need to, right? You wouldn't think logically, well, why are you going this way? Why are you going further down that way? Because when you look at the math, right, 20 to 30 minute delay on that 800-foot stretch versus smooth sailing for not even half a mile down, loop over, and then come back up. I mean, the fact that no traffic going where I was going means it didn't really add much time to my trip at all. I mean, at most, let's say it took me an extra, I don't know, 3 minutes, 5 minutes at the max to go further down and loop over and make a longer U. So it's irrelevant. The time that it took me to go that extra way was irrelevant because of how quickly I was moving and how much time I was avoiding wasting, that 20 to 30 minutes. So that was amazing. I'm so glad I found that, and I will be using that from now on. But how many things in life are you dealing with that's dramatic, pain in the butt, and you're complaining and you're whining about it, and there's an easy solution if you only sit back and think for a second. Like, rather than complaining and whining, if you just sit back and say, okay, this is a pain in the butt, there's got to be a better way. Do your research online, ask people questions, think Just take some time and take some time and think about it. Like, is there a better way to do something that you're doing? Whether it's something with relationships or diet related or your career related or your commute, whatever it is, how many things are you dealing with that you're aggravated about? And there's a simple solution, but you could be doing this for months, maybe years, pain in the butt, complaining and whining and stressing yourself out. And there's an easy solution. If you only take the time to just think outside the box, take the time to think about it. Is there another solution? And again, apply this to anything in your life that you're struggling with. Whatever it is, anything in your life that you're struggling, anything that's a pain in the butt, other than listening to my content. I can't help you with listening to my content, Lisa. So that I can't help you with. Maybe listen to my videos at 1.5 times or something. That's a solution there. See, that's a simple solution. You're like, the baby channel videos take way too long. He's always like blah 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 blah, and then you're like complaining every day. You're like, I like the content, but it takes too long. Well, if you took the time to think about it, you could come up with a solution of, hey, speed it up. Anyway, so that's my life lesson. I saved myself quite a bit of time. We have limited time in this life, as we talked about in yesterday's live stream. So we want to not be wasting it sitting in traffic or dealing with whatever nonsense that you're dealing with. So take the time to figure out a solution to have things be better. I've never said they are too. What is that meme? Oh man, I gotta see that. Anyway, so I'll end this video on this one. My father locked me out of one of the units in the new house. So now I finally found a locksmith. So I gotta go race up there and get in, and then I don't know what's happening tomorrow. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm trying to rearrange my father's trip to be longer because he booked it without letting me know, and it's too short. I want to spend more time with my dad. And he doesn't have his medication, and it's a whole thing. So I gotta sort that out. Plus, getting a new car on Thursday. I have to go. It's a 3-hour drive out there, and then I gotta get a one-way rental. Rentals have been crazy post-pandemic, cost-wise and availability-wise. So I gotta get that booked right away. Then I'm thinking about spending the night the day before, and then there might be issues with hotels because of there's a lot of events going on. So it's a lot. As you can tell, I am in greatly need of a vacation. That's for sure. The house thing, and now with these two the squatters in the house, and now I'm locked out. I gotta go get a locksmith and try to get this car and try to spend time with my dad, yeah. But that's life. I'm not the only one that's got stuff going on. I'm sure every one of you guys got stuff going on with your family, with your jobs, your health, whatever it is. Anyway, on that note, let me get going because I gotta get my door unlocked so I can get back in. How you gonna hate from outside the club when you can't even get in? Who said that? That comment on the video in the replay. How you gonna hate from outside the club and you can't even get in? Who said that? All right. If anybody guesses that, I'm gonna give you $1 million if I can find it in my account. You guys know the rules. It's based on what I find in my account. If I find $1 million in my account, and you guys can guess who said that, you got it. If I don't find the money in my account, well, I guess I'm not 1%, and I guess you're not gonna get $1 million. But if I do have it, I will give it to you. Promise. All right, guys. Thanks for joining, Lisa. Hope you had a good day. Hope you had a great weekend. And until next time.